fans, the National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, the National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, the National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Should be good.
Welcome to this edition of the Women's Premier Soccer League here on the National Soccer Network. We have a NorCal Conference matchup here tonight between Iron Rose FC. They will host Napa Valley FC. Both teams coming in 7th and 6th place respectively in the NorCal Conference, playing their penultimate games in the league as well here tonight. We are at West Park High School, the home of Iron Rose FC. And it's the hosts looking to bounce back from a 2-0 loss to San Ramon FC in their last game, trying to get a final win at home before they head on the road for their final contest on July 6th. They'll face the San Francisco Nighthawks. For the visiting Napa Valley FC, they too are fresh off a loss, and it was a high-scoring one at that. 5-2, they fell to FC Davis. That was their most goals allowed on the season. And an interesting one for both of these teams. Iron Rose, 1 win, 2 draws, and 3 losses to put them in 7th. Napa Valley haven't fared too much better. They do have 2 victories, but 4 defeats in the NorCal Conference. Both teams, interestingly, it will be a matchup of the worst scoring team in the division in Iron Rose. They have just 4 goals to their name this season. Their last time scoring came in their last victory, was a 2-1 win over FC Davis. They will face off against the team that has allowed the most in Napa Valley. They have conceded 16 goals on the year. That is 2 more than any other team in the division. Obviously, giving up 5 to FC Davis is certainly not ideal to add to that tally. So, bit of an opposite scenario of the, normally you get the outstanding attack against the elite defense, the unstoppable force against the immovable object. Instead, it's going to be whether Iron Rose FC can break through against a poor Napa Valley defense as they've shown all season, or will it be Napa Valley who can hold firm against an Iron Rose side that has struggled to put goals in the back of the net this season. Iron Rose, the hosts, will kick things off here. Their starting lineup, both teams running a 4-3-3 formation. For Iron Rose, Shannon Porbuski in goal. Defense, Chloe Van Winkle, Liz Ledesma, Gabby Starr, and Courtney Wagner. The 3 in midfield, Emma Scott, Ash Garcia, and Abby Lopez. And up front, Tierra Piquel, Ashley Cortez, and Lakely Perkins. They will get things going. 5 subs available for Coach Andrew Shutter. For Napa Valley, their starting 11 also in that 4-3-3 formation. Liliana Fenn, Peyton Mills, Liliana Fenn in goal, Peyton Mills, Olivia Cam, Alyssa Pringle, and Shauna Johnson in defense. Cameron Bubank, Aaron Brown, Gianna Betty in midfield, and up front, Kimberly Garcia, Ella Colombini, and Isabella Balandres, who will be highlighted all game long, their top goal scorer this season. So we're underway. Iron Rose breaking forward. Nice switch of play to the right-hand side. Cross is blocked. Able to be poked out of play for a throw, so a corner-saving challenge that time. So Iron Rose looking to throw one into the box here in the opening minute. Wearing their pink uniforms here at home. Napa Valley in their road blacks with the white shorts. Early cross lofted over everyone to the back post. Can be recycled. Cleared out of play for another Iron Rose throw. Those long throw-ins in this part of the pitch can be super helpful. Can almost act as a secondary corner. Ball rolls to the top of the box. Now Napa can maybe counter. Trying to possess it well. An early slight test of that defense. Mention those 16 goals. They're going to look to score some. They do have 10 to their name, Napa Valley. That is tied for the fourth most in the league. So they can score, especially if Iron Rose are careless in possession when building out of the back. Napa Valley come down the right-hand side. Looking for a cross. Now letting it roll out for a first Napa Valley corner of the game. What can Napa Valley do with their first real opportunity? Outswinging corner, struck low toward the middle of the box. It's bouncing, still loose. Cleared off a Napa player. They'll play it low into the box again. Danger still not averted for Iron Rose. The shot comes on, and diving for it is the goalkeeper, Porbuski. And a real early threat there off the corner was well taken. Sometimes you see those corner kicks kind of lofted to the penalty spot or even further in the box. That one was driven hard right toward the middle of the box and was well taken, able to get down on it. But credit to Porubsky for getting to the second ball. Now Iron Rose trying to come back the other way. Iron Rose has conceded 10 goals. Napa Valley scored 10. But Iron Rose, that -6 goal difference, is tied for the second worst in the NorCal Conference. This is a team that had an outstanding first season in the league last year. Been a few more struggles in the league this year. They lost 4-0 to start out the season to California Storm, who have set the tone. They're a perfect 5-0 and in first place. Hosts get a free kick here. Probably a bit too far out for a shooting position, but a chance to chip one into a group waiting in the box. Lofted toward the penalty spot. Headed up, bouncing near the byline, unable to be sliced back into play. It'll be a goal kick for Napa Valley. Their goalkeeper, Liliana Fenn, will take it. Some unavailability from the visitors today. Napa, only 3 subs listed available on the bench, so it'll be a test of these players' legs, stamina, as well as, of course, the tactics on the pitch. Iron Rose back in possession. Gabby Starr. Tries to play the long ball. Hooks out a play for a Napa throw. Had Ash Garcia kind of drifting forward. Tried to play it forward to one of those 3 forwards. It's a crunching challenge. It'll be another free kick for Iron Rose. Rather ball poked out of play for a throw. Thought the ref blew up for a foul initially. Regardless, the hosts back in possession. Just over 5 minutes gone. Napa Valley has carved out the best chance of the game so far, forcing Porubsky into her first save. Napa Valley in possession. Looking for the long ball. Caught off, headed away. Iron Rose get back on it. Here's Porubsky, and that possession and defense is going to be so critical. Napa doesn't look like they're coming out of in a press. Remember the Iron Rose game a couple of weeks ago when they played Fresno Freeze and lost 2-1 to that game. They took a lead, kind of surrendered some possession in the back line. It's going to be critical for those four defenders to work together. Porubsky as well providing communication. The goalkeeper sees the most on the field. They have it in midfield now, Iron Rose. Here's Starr. Looks for a long ball toward Pekel. Couldn't find her. Napa trying to possess in midfield now. And winning a foul. That time was Olivia Cam. Nice early ball out wide. Chance to cross. Cutting back inside of the box, and a good clearing challenge that time. Still a chance to recycle, though, Napa. Play back toward midfield. Hooking it out wide, but no one over there. Alyssa Pringle is playing that wingback position, but couldn't run back toward it. I don't think that was the ball they were looking for to play it out to her. Gifting possession back to Iron Rose. Nice turn, a good long ball out wide here. Another chance to get an early cross in. One-on-one, it's Balandrez, who's out there on that right wing. And another foul called on Napa. It's a free kick to Iron Rose. Isabella Balandrez. She is this Napa team's co-leading goal scorer with 2 goals. Both of those came in a 3-1 win over San Ramon FC. Notable, of course, that's who Iron Rose lost to in their last game. So Balandrez dangerous over there on the right. We've seen Napa now twice use those kind of wide channels on both sides of the pitch to try and create crossing opportunities. Throw in here in the attacking third for Iron Rose, though. Shot comes in, had to be parried away there by Abby Lopez playing that attacking midfield spot. Hooks out for a throw. Lopez dangerous as well. She has one of Iron Rose's 4 goals this season. Came in that Fresno Freeze game. I remember watching that one. She was everywhere in that kind of attacking midfield, supporting those 3 forwards. Talented player for this Iron Rose team. Chance to deliver across now into the box. Knotted down. Good save, but the second effort is put home. And there's the first goal of the game for Iron Rose FC. It was a good initial save by Liliana Fenn in goal, but Iron Rose able to pounce on the rebound. So 1-0 in favor of the home side. And 10 minutes in, Iron Rose FC has a 1-0 advantage. Napa trying to come back the other way. And it was Ashley Cortez, the forward, who got on it. Where's the number 9 shirt? Scored the goal in the 9th minute. Back the other way come Napa in that long-range effort. Caught that time by Perubsky. So Iron Rose trying to come back the other way. They do down this right wing. Cutting back in a deflection. Again, narrowly avoids a corner. Iron Rose looking for their second of the game. Cross is swung in. Cleared away and then just hooked out to the left-hand side of Iron Rose. Trying to get back in possession here, Napa. But some good defensive pressure by the hosts. Napa able to emerge with it. Approaching 12 minutes here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of Iron Rose, but bursting through the middle is Napa. Tried to play that pass out wide, but it trickles out for a goal kick. Actually, the flag was raised on the near side. That's why Perubsky's taking the free kick instead. Looks like the offside flag went. They let the move play out before bringing it back for that offside call. That pass cut off. Can Napa turn that into a counter maybe? Instead, Iron Rose wins it back. Chance to possess. Again, looking for that long ball forward. Kind of that midfield third splitting pass just hasn't quite been there. But it has been down the channels that Iron Rose has been successful. But Belandrez and a good challenge to Iron Rose players over there to prevent her getting too far after she was able to turn. And that's going to be key against her. Surrounding Belandrez with defenders and not allowing her easy opportunities to turn and dribble into space down this right side. She is spacing fairly well, hugging that touchline that stretches the defense and can create kind of isolating one-on-one situations, which can be advantageous to her. But Iron Rose doing a good job of just making sure they close that space when she does get the ball. Have to keep that up, though, and trying to play it back to her again, and it's won that time by Gabby Starr. Courtney Wagner over there with it, too, playing kind of that left back spot. She'll have that Belandrez assignment. Starr. Iron Rose turning it over in a dangerous area and having to give up a free kick and a necessary foul. Otherwise, Napa would have been bearing down on goal, and they'll still have a free kick and potentially a shooting position here. Free kick taken, driven toward goal and over the crossbar. Iron Rose back in possession. The League for Clubs, proud to partner with Select as our exclusive match ball provider. Learn more about Select by visiting them online at select-sport.com. Napa letting that one roll off of the corner flag on the attempted long ball. They'll have a goal kick. Taking it short, and Napa's still willing to possess. We've seen some decent pressure by Iron Rose defensively as they cut that pass off. So it's interesting, kind of the tactics, still electing to play it short and be in possession, maybe lull Iron Rose in before kind of sending a long ball through. Advancing into the final third. Peyton Mills plays it out wide. Dropping it back. The long ball looking for Balandrez. Intercepted by Ashley Cortez, the goal scorer, drifting back, doing some defending. So Balandrez, obviously a dangerous goal scorer for Napa. Another player to watch up top along with her, Ella Colombini. She scored in that 5-2 loss to FC Davis. Kimberly Garcia, the other forward, had a goal in their season opener. All three forwards can be dangerous for Napa, but Iron Rose have done a decent job containing them so far. Outside of that corner chance in the first 5 minutes, hasn't been too many golden opportunities for Napa. So they have a third deep in their defensive third, and you see that Iron Rose pressure trying to pin them in. Coach Andrew Shutter kind of prides his team on how much they like to attack, how much they like to get forward, which is partially why the goal tally, I'm sure, has to be frustrating for them this season. Some of the chances just haven't come their way. You have to sort of balance that high defensive pressure with good possession as well, or you can be vulnerable to counterattacks and kind of lose momentum in the game. But Iron Rose has done that here through the first 19 minutes. Iron Rose coming forward, trying to play that long ball. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper, Fenn. Iron Rose coming forward again. That ball into the box, headed away. Napa can go back in possession. Iron Rose just clearing that ball long. Advertise with NSN to reach a wide audience through live soccer broadcasts. We offer customized packages including 30 and 60-second commercials placed across our soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility and engage with fans in real time. Scan the QR code on your screen now or call 586-304-4405. Napa coming back in possession. Ball played in toward net, and it was just steered wide. Carly Smith, substitute, coming in for the visiting Napa Valley. Playing defender, a couple of subs coming in as well for Iron Rose FC. Sav Miller into the game, as well as Lexi Schroeder. Iron Rose has a little bit more depth available to them today. Goal kick again taken short. Again, Iron Rose brings that pressure. Napa this time launching it long. Back in possession. Iron Rose. Liz Ledesma, that center back for the hosts, playing it out wide, trying to get a 1-2 going down this right-hand side. It's been the better point of attack for Iron Rose. We approach 23 minutes, a 1-0 advantage for the home side. Playing their penultimate game of this season here in the NorCal Conference. Shot comes in from range, but didn't have enough mustard behind it. Go out for a goal kick. Taken short, and Napa has done a little bit better with this pressure, just hasn't turned it into as many forward chances. I think Iron Rose still being somewhat bothersome as they are considerably again there, and that one will trickle out for another goal kick. But what Iron Rose pressure is doing isn't necessarily, if it's not winning possession back immediately, it's just forcing Napa to retreat, face their own goal to possess rather than try and turn upfield and find one of their forwards. As both teams will make their way to their respective benches 24 minutes in, taking a water break. Obviously, the hot conditions out in Northern California. It's an enforced rule. Both teams will be able to take a break, catch their breath, grab some water, and refresh for the final stretch of this first half. So it's Iron Rose with that 1-0 advantage. Ashley Cortez getting the goal. That's her second of the season, the first player for Iron Rose to be with more than one goal in the league this year. I mentioned the goal scoring struggles, just 4 on the season coming into tonight. It's obviously good to get a goal in the first half for Coach Andrew Shutter, and I'm sure his message will be to just continue to mount the pressure, embrace that kind of offensive mentality. They've given Napa some struggles with their pressure. I think that defensive shape has looked really good for Iron Rose. And for Napa, message of just being more disciplined in possession, have to try and do well in communication, make sure players are supporting one another off ball to try and turn some of these short goal kicks into better possession, be able to turn it upfield. There's just a bit of a disconnect other than a couple of long balls that have come Isabella Belandres' way. They haven't really been able to find her. The other two forwards up front, Colombini and Kimberly Garcia. Napa can ill afford to have that disconnect keep going, especially with a 1-0 deficit. See a couple of defenders kind of communicating with one another. You've got Carly Smith back there in as a substitute. Shauna Johnson over there as well. So we get play resumed. Goal kick to Napa. And again, they'll have to do it just a wave. You can see 3 Iron Rose players already just kind of perched at the top of the box, ready to charge forward. And Napa just kind of resorted to taking those goal kicks quick. I wonder if Liliana Fenn doesn't quite have the boot to send some long herself, so she just plays the short goal kick before they try and boot it upfield. But that's allowed Iron Rose to get back in possession in their attacking half quickly. They play it out wide. Chance to cross. That one's blocked. Second bite of it. Turning and looking for another cross, and it's caught by Fenn. Decent ball forward that time. That was a substitute, Ayla Moore, over there on the left wing for Iron Rose. They intercepted again. Here is Moore. Looking for an early ball. It's headed down well, but can't be quite corralled. Iron Rose will do it. We'll reset from the right wing. Cross ends up over everyone. It'll roll out for a Napa throw. Another sub for the home side. Kiana Fawcett wearing the 25 shirt entering the game. Again, Iron Rose win it back quickly in the final third. Here is Fawcett. First action opportunity to chip one into the box. She does, but mishit it right into the hands of Fenn. Napa just trying to break forward, but Iron Rose, that high pressure, just clearing it out of bounds. That took a deflection. Will actually be a throw for the home side. But again, going back to that 2-1 loss to Fresno Freeze 4 games ago for Iron Rose, you saw that time how they had good pressure to start games and then sort of dropped off with that lead and ended up losing that game. So certainly hope to have learned from that. Morgan Purvey into the game for Napa. Throw ends up going over everyone and staying out of bounds. Napa will get things restarted with a throw of their own, trying to go long. Flicked forward. Takes a deflection. Napa can't quite get back on it. They do here, though. But a big challenge. Wins possession back for Iron Rose. Trying to go back up the right-hand side now. It's poked out. For another throw. NSN Game Rewind brings the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Relive your favorite games with a professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan the QR code or call 586-304-4405 to start watching today. Final 15 minutes of this first half. Iron Rose with a 1-0 lead. They've just been the better team, more solid team in possession. They have a much more defined defensive shape. That ball headed clear that time. It's a necessary one, too. It's a good cross, looking for a couple of players up in the box. Chance to bring some numbers forward, maybe throw it into the box here. Napa going to make a quick change. Claudia Bermeo going to come into the game. Take a place up in that midfield for Napa. It looks like actually going to drop all the way into defense. Bermeo going to slot in at that left back position. Launching into some defensive action. Turning and shooting that time was Iron Rose. And wasn't a bad effort. It's difficult to turn like that and hit it all in one motion. End up clanging off the field goal post behind the net. Again, just trying to possess and get out of their defensive third is Napa. They do win a free kick. They just haven't had any luck going up the middle of the park, really. Iron Rose have just been back on it. Had to resort to a couple long balls that are much easier for the hosts to get on than good sustained possession and kind of build up play. You can see there, tried to launch it long to Isabella Belendrez, who's doing her part to try and make those runs and get in behind. But it's just been more of a disconnect after those opening few minutes where Napa was able to create a couple chances. They got the one corner that they nearly scored from, had to force a good save from Shannon Porubsky. But it's been mostly all Iron Rose since. Here's Gabby Starr in defense. Her along with Liz Ledesma, the two center backs for Iron Rose. That one's intercepted by Pringle. Trying to bring it forward, Napa. Lifting a long through ball. It'll run all the way to Porubsky. Courtney Wagner. Fawcett gets it to Abby Lopez. Ball played out wide. Out for a Napa throw. We'll see another substitute for the visitors. Cameron Bubak will come back into the game, playing that central midfielder role. Can she maybe be the link between that Napa defense and attack to try and unlock this Iron Rose defense? Throw in headed back out. We'll do it again. Ball clipped out wide. Hooked clear actually off a Napa player, so what could have been a throw deep in the attacking third is instead one in the defensive for Iron Rose. Ball one back here. Can Napa generate a cross on their left wing? Instead, it's played into the box. Ball bouncing near the top. Iron Rose able to emerge with it. And now bursting forward themselves. Out wide. Here's Fawcett. Plays the 1-2, or plays it to Moore. Moore holds it up. Gets a pass back from Wagner. Ayla Moore, the substitute. Tries an early cross, but Mitz hits it off her left foot right into the arms of Liliana Fenn. Decent counter-attacking opportunity for Iron Rose. Ayla Moore's been busy since coming in as a substitute forward. Visitors get back on it with Bermeo. She drops it back. In possession, Napa. Looking for the switch. It's a good ball forward, but just a touch too far, and Iron Rose able to turn it clear. And now with some space is Fawcett. Looked for an early ball. Cut off that time by Pringle. Fawcett again. Pringle, good challenge that time, and now she can try and spring Belandres, but just those early balls again. Iron Rose is doing a good job of dropping their two center backs to be first to those. There's really been no chance for Belandres or any of the other forwards to latch onto them. Lopez leaves it for Wagner. Out wide, it's Starr. Lopez again. Playing with Sav Miller that time in midfield. Miller substitute for Iron Rose. Good possession here, and that's been the difference. Napa don't look like they're choosing to apply a lot of pressure, as there was a jersey tug that time on Lopez by Aaron Brown, the midfielder there. And ref caught it. It'll be a free kick as Emma Scott is going to come back into the game for Iron Rose. Starr plays the free kick long. And a crunching challenge that time by Courtney Wagner will win a free kick back for Napa. It's free kicks like these, they are in their defensive half, but if they can just try a long ball forward from here, that kind of might relieve some pressure that they've been facing when they've played some of these short. Looks like they do elect to go long. Lifted toward the top of the box, headed away. But again, that forces Iron Rose to build from a little bit of a deeper position versus where they've been winning it back on some of these goal kicks. But now they come running through midfield. A good through ball as well, trying to find Fawcett. Nearly got to her feet, but just a bit too much on it. Those through balls, especially on the ground at that kind of distance, have to just be perfectly timed and weighted off of your foot, and just couldn't find Fawcett's feet there. But a good attacking move for Iron Rose. Here's Moore now, trying to turn her defender, gets bumped off it. And referee blows for a free kick, and it will be one for Iron Rose. Both players were kind of jockeying for it. Wasn't sure who the ref would deem that foul on. But it does go Iron Rose's way, and, well, essentially a corner. Free kick right on the touchline. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this first half, a 1-0 Iron Rose lead. It was an Ashley Cortez goal in the 9th minute that got them there. Napa's going to put 2 in the wall. Chance for Iron Rose to lift in a cross. Can they add a second before the break? Certainly would be a cushion they'd appreciate. It's hit hard toward the back post. No one could latch onto it, though, to go out for a goal kick. But again, goal kicks have felt like still a further opportunity for Iron Rose momentum-wise, just with how poorly Napa's been able to build off of them. They try and go wide here. Pringle, it's cut off quickly, though, by Fawcett. And again, right back in possession is Iron Rose. Here's Wagner. Forward for Lopez. Plays it for Moore. She can't get her foot around it. It falls to Fawcett. And it wasn't a clean hit. Saved by Liliana Fenn. It was easier than she probably thought it was going to be. Now maybe Napa can break, and a touch too big that time. Instead, it's Iron Rose right back on it. But they can't find a quick through ball. They'll reset things from their defensive third. Here's Starr. That one back. Dangerous opportunity. The ball hooked quickly toward the goal of Porubsky, and I'm not sure why Napa elected to do that. They want it back in a dangerous position, and maybe just have to hold it up, wait for some reinforcements to sprint their way up and get across it. Instead went for the early shot, and it was always going to be difficult to challenge Porubsky from that angle. Still a nervy moment there for Iron Rose in possession. A couple more subs for Iron Rose. Ariana Schulten's going to make her first appearance of the game. Final 2 minutes rather of the first half. So much added time is tacked on. I've had a couple fouls, obviously the water break as well. Napa trying to break the other way. If they can add a goal before halftime, that's what Fresno Freeze did in that 2-1 win, and instead it's an offside call. Napa winning it quickly off of a shakily taken free kick. Bursting up the other way with it. Looking for the long ball out wide, and that was a miscommunication that time. It was Aaron Brown who was looking for the feet of Isabella Belandres and thought she was making an inward run, but Belandres was still posted up out wide on the wing. As we tick toward halftime, the momentum still seems to lie with Iron Rose. Napa trying to find inroads into their defense. But it's Iron Rose holding the advantage as Schulten holds it up for Lopez. Can they have one last attack here? The captain, Wagner, plays it out wide. Driving forward with it. Iron Rose can't connect with a forward, though. It'll go back into the hands of Fenn. Turning and sending a long ball is Brown. Is able to find Balandrez. Balandrez trying to dance around Lopez. Or rather, that was Courtney Wagner who won it back off of her cleanly. Here's Schulten. Plays a through ball on the ground, and it's a good one. It's a one-on-one. Here's the chance, and out for it was Fenn. An outstanding save with her feet that time. Boy, it was a wonderful ball forward from the substitute Ariana Schulten. But Fenn quickly and instinctually making the play with her feet to save a second goal. Outstanding play that time from the Napa Valley keeper. Approaching a minute and a half of added time here in this first half. Can Napa Valley in the second maybe make Iron Rose pay for that? Schulten picks it up again on the left wing. Can't find a teammate. Wagner will come over to take the throw. Tries to find Schulten on the return, but Napa will let that roll out for a goal kick. Can Iron Rose get a second off of one of these nervy goal kicks for the hosts? You think they probably just elected to launch it away with how little time's left in this opening half. Goes out of bounds. Still no word yet from the referee. Schulten drops it back. The shot comes in and had to be saved. And it's out for a throw. Or out for a corner, rather. So it will be the last action of the half. Will come from the corner kick spot for Iron Rose. An in-swinger. A couple chances here in the dying embers of this first half. Corner driven low toward the near post. Punched out by Fenn. Tried to poke back in and out of play for another corner. Wow, that was a golden opportunity for Iron Rose. They'll have it again, though, from the corner spot. Fenn came out well to make the initial save, but was then on the ground near post. And with a crowd around it, Iron Rose couldn't poke it home. The corner again driven, another good one. That one headed up in the air. And driven out of play for yet another corner. We'll do it from the other side. Some work for, I believe, Abby Lopez having to run over and take a third corner nearing the end of this first half. She takes it short this time. Gets a return ball. Hooks it hard toward the far post and in. What a well-designed play by Iron Rose to snag a second before halftime. And so the hosts take that 2-0 lead they were looking for. They had a bevy of scoring opportunities here in the added time before the break, and that will be the last kick of the first half. So Iron Rose, an onslaught in the final minutes to close the first half. They will take a 2-0 lead into halftime. We will take a break and return for the second half here in the Women's Premier Soccer League here on the National Soccer Network.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland
Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Welcome back to West Park High School for the second half of this NorCal Conference matchup here in the Women's Premier Soccer League, live on the National Soccer Network. It is Iron Rose FC with a 2-0 advantage over the visiting Napa Valley FC. And that second goal came by way of Abby Lopez, the attacking midfielder for Iron Rose, scored in the dying embers with the last kick of the first half after a cheekily taken short corner by her, kind of relinked up with a teammate near the top of the box, hooked one to the far post, and that was Iron Rose's second goal, and a big one it felt like heading into the break. They had much of the momentum in their attacking third. Ashley Cortez, wearing the number 9 shirt up front, got the first goal 9 minutes into the game. And for both Lopez and Cortez, it is their second goals of this season, which is saying a lot considering Iron Rose entered this game having scored just 4. That was the fewest in the NorCal Conference. Their opponents, Napa Valley, however, had given up 16 entering tonight and are, of course, now up to 18. That was the most allowed in the division, and that was the big question, was which side was going to hold up more? Was the Iron Rose attack going to come alive, or was the Napa defense going to shut out a weaker attacking side? And it's been the hosts that have won that battle so far and won it in the first half, looking to continue that momentum. Now going from left to right, they're wearing their pink jerseys, black shorts at home here at West Park High School. It's the last home game of the season for Iron Rose FC. Napa in their black jerseys and white shorts, looking for a win in their penultimate game. That one's out wide, not able to be controlled that time by Lakely Perkins. She's the other forward for Iron Rose. Tierra Piquel and Cortez join her in that 4-3-3 formation. Here's Kimberly Garcia trying to go through a couple of defenders for Napa. She'll win a throw for her side. Iron Rose trying to put up some defensive pressure here. Ball goes back toward Liliana Fenn, the goalkeeper, to get things restarted in possession for Napa Valley. And that will be a big difference in terms of how these teams adjusted. Napa Valley struggled mightily to deal, particularly off of goal kicks, with that Iron Rose high line, that high defensive pressure. Clearly, that's a strategy for Iron Rose coach Andrew Shutter, just to try and ramp up that pressure, knowing Napa doesn't possess it necessarily super well coming out of defense. But if they can make the right tactical changes to get more players open, Napa, they can maybe open that Iron Rose defense up a little bit and find their forwards quickly. Pouncing off of turnovers can help as well. They're back on it here at the top of the box. Chance for a shot. Driving into the box. That time was Kimberly Garcia, who won it off the foot of an Iron Rose defender. We've seen a couple of those giveaways, and that obviously is a much easier way to allow Napa to get back into this game, is giving the ball back on freebies like that. Napa gets a throw. Poked out for another, and chance to get numbers into the box here. Iron Rose hasn't had to deal with too many situations like this, as they're able to clear that one, and Napa have to reset a little bit near midfield. But there was the one corner early in the first half that produced a shot on goal that Shannon Porubsky, the Iron Rose goalkeeper, had to save. But otherwise, Napa's had to try and hit them on quicker breaks and attack, particularly down their right wing with just one or two players. But putting on some good defensive pressure themselves to start this second half. Winning it back that time was Olivia Cam. And winning a foul there, Napa. Can put numbers in to the box here. It's Garcia over to take it. Or excuse me, Gianna Betty, the midfielder, is going to hook this into the box with the right foot. Initially hesitates, now lofts the free kick toward the far post. A header comes in, but it was too high. And that was a golden opportunity for Napa. Excellent free kick by Betty after the fake out. Often a couple of runners got free, and the header came in just a bit wayward. Couldn't head it quite down enough to put it on target. But Napa, some momentum here in the first 5 minutes of this second half. And as they continue to gain that momentum, obviously, as time ticks down and Iron Rose holds on to this lead, Napa's going to commit more numbers forward naturally. That's going to make that second goal for Iron Rose all that more crucial if Napa is able to get one back Iron Rose can still cling on to a 1-goal lead potentially, but have to create the chances first. As a handball called there is going to give possession back to the hosts. Or excuse me, ball hit the ref, so we'll get a drop ball. Napa will still get things restarted. Important to clarify, it's a live ball as opposed to a free kick, but either way, here's Olivia Cam. Tried to play the 1-2 with a teammate. Now I'll take the throw. Cam goes long down the left wing. Looking up there for Kimberly Garcia, who's playing out on the left. Looking like Ella Colombini is taking her usual central striker spot, and then it's the most dangerous player in attack, Isabella Balendrez, out on the right. Turn and hit that time was always going to be difficult on the volley, and that shot well wide. So Iron Rose soaking up some pressure early. Can they do it enough to generate another attack? Take a throw here. Iron Rose committing a foul. Another free kick near midfield on the left-hand side for Napa. Betty over to take it again. We saw the technique on the closer free kick, showing off some good power here and putting it into the box in a dangerous position, but again, just couldn't quite latch onto it. Napa, and another chance averted, but Gianna Betty has shown off some skill as a set-piece specialist. Be something to watch if Napa continues to keep this pressure up and earn free kicks in more dangerous positions than that one. Iron Rose trying to go forward quickly. Ball out wide, looking for Lakely Perkins. She's got it here. 1-on-1. Perkins tries to cut outside and wins a foul. Olivia Cam back there defending, committed it. Now a chance here for the goal scorer, Abby Lopez, to swing a free kick in. She's the set-piece specialist for Iron Rose. Takes corners as well. That was how that second goal got set up. It was a really wonderfully designed play. She went short with the corner and just received it back. That sometimes can go awry as opposed to just booting it in the box off the corner right away. But when it works, it usually ends in a goal, as it did that time. Lopez drives it low toward the penalty spot. Ball still in the box and cleared away, but only as far as an Iron Rose defender. Napa trying to burst out with it. Iron Rose win it back and will try and recycle quickly with numbers forward. Ball played forward looking for Perkins. It was Chloe Von Winkle who's up there from her wing back position. She'll take the throw. Throw into the box. It was flicked up by Ashley Cortez, but couldn't turn and fire a volley home. It'll be a goal kick. Napa trying to burst through the midfield. And that time it was Betty again. And maybe the best player in this second half on either side. Perkins misjudged that one, trying to let it run past her and latch onto it. It'll be a Napa throw. Credit to Betty. Doesn't have a goal that this season, but has looked very good in this midfield. Now we're latching onto another long ball. Napa driving into the box. A low cross, no one there. That time it looked like Kimberly Garcia from her left wing spot just got around the back of Chloe Van Winkle. And it was a good cross, just no one on the end of it. But into the box again comes Napa. Low pass toward the penalty spot is cleared away. But it has been all Napa Valley in this second half. They win it back into the box. The shot comes in, and there's the first goal back. Iron Rose just couldn't deal with it. It was Perkins back there trying to just send it clear, and well, it bounced to the foot of a couple of Napa Valley players, and they were able to work it in, and it is 2-1. And Napa getting exactly the start to this second half they would have been looking for. That goal had been coming. Given the momentum they've been able to generate, and now again, that second goal at the end of the first half for Iron Rose becomes all the more important. But if they aren't able to reestablish a foothold in this game, Napa look like they could certainly get that back as well. Napa, or Iron Rose rather, winning a free kick. I'll take it when player getting looked at after that happens. You can subscribe to NSN on YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, highlights, and more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Join the NSN community today. Player just being looked at by the Iron Rose team officials over there. Ref checking as well. Can't quite tell from my angle who it is over there, but looks like she's being helped to her feet, so hopefully she's okay. Iron Rose will have a free kick when we get play restarted. Sav Miller back into the game for Iron Rose. Play will resume here as we tick toward the 60th minute. Certainly some time will be added on at the end for that injury. Here's Cam trying to play it out wide for Napa. Challenge came in, and it'll be another free kick for the visitors. Similar position to the last one that you saw Gianna Betty take. She's over it again. She can place these right on the penalty spot into the box. This is a dangerous opportunity defensively for Iron Rose, and a golden one potentially for Napa if Betty can deliver. Sends it long. Does get it toward the penalty spot. It's knotted down in the box. Still loose. The challenge comes in. Nothing from the referee. It was a challenge from behind by Iron Rose. Napa couldn't turn a shot on net. They'll win it back, though, and they have had all the momentum of this second half. That's good pressure, though, from Iron Rose. Wpsl over there, the starting forward, doing the dirty work to win it back for her side in the final third. Can Iron Rose turn it into a chance? It feels like might need to add another goal and just reestablish that 2-goal cushion with the way this second half has gone so far. Played long by the goalkeeper, Shannon Porubsky, and it's another one-on-one opportunity, but the flag actually comes up on the far side on Wpsl. Couldn't quite tell where that last defender was for Napa, but Wpsl was beyond her. And she's offside. Lexi Schroeder and Ayla Moore coming in for Iron Rose. Moore put in a good shift up front off the bench. Looks like that's where she's going to go once again. Schroeder taking a position in midfield. There is Moore. Turns it quickly out wide. Gets a 1-2 pass. She can get onto this. It's Ayla Moore. Can't get around Fenn. Another brilliant save by the Napa Valley goalkeeper, and she is down. Collided with the feet of Moore. Another excellent through ball, and Moore just didn't quite make a decision with it, but crashed into Fenn hard. She's back up on her feet. Looks okay. But another huge one-on-one opportunity missed for Iron Rose. Wrestling with it near the byline, and that time committed a foul. Iron Rose, you can see that defensive pressure still there, but Napa Valley have dealt with it just a little bit better. Do try and send this long ball up, and now it's Iron Rose that has to show that it too can continue to possess comfortably in the back. They did a decent job of it in the first half, save for a few shaky moments, but it's been a little bit more on the nervy end here through the first near 18 minutes of this second half. Moore holds it up, turns her defender Peyton Mills, sends a through ball forward. Opportunity here for Iron Rose on the counter. One-on-one. It's Wpsl. She turns, she shoots. It's over the crossbar. Nice effort there by Tierra Wpsl. Additionally by Ayla Moore, and she wasn't in the starting lineup more, but it's been awesome coming off the bench. Be a good sign for Coach Andrew Shutter going forward. And again, it creates a goal kick for Napa, which they've struggled with. Ball had to be cleared all the way back into the box. It falls for Lopez. The shot saved, the follow by Moore, saved again. My goodness, 2 golden opportunities off of another turnover near the top of the box. Lopez took a good hit. Moore with the follow, and a last-ditch clearance saves a goal for Napa Valley. Does give a corner to Iron Rose. Chances aplenty for the hosts here in the last few minutes. Corner lofted toward the back post. Headed up in the air. Iron Rose trying to control it at the top of the box. It was Moore, it looked like initially. Now they'll recycle Iron Rose. Trying to go quickly back out near the corner taker. Chloe Van Winkle trying to control it. Now Liz Ledesma does. Goes long. Looking for a teammate. Trying to get it at the byline. Did it go over the line? It did. Tracking it was Wpsl, but unable to reach for it and save it from going out of play. So another goal kick Going back to it as well, to credit the goal, it was Cameron Bubak who got that for Napa to make this a 2-1 game and make things really interesting in this second half. But Iron Rose has been trying to snatch the momentum back. He's had a couple one-on-one chances. And looking for more. Lopez. That one steered into the box by the substitute Lexi Schroeder, but no one on the end of it. Wasn't the most accurate cross. But this Iron Rose pressure starting to ramp up. Once again, Van Winkle crashing forward. It's just sent high into the California night sky there by Napa. Just trying to get it out of their defensive third. Trying to get some of that possession back that they had in the opening few minutes of this second half that led to that goal from Bubak. Throw in held up near the corner flag. Out for another throw. Thrown into the box. Taken down. Iron Rose have to deal with this. Still not quite dealt with, and now booted clear. And knotted down well that time by Schroeder. Nearly won it back again, but the ref blows for a foul instead on Napa. Over there challenging for it was Olivia Cam. Iron Rose go long with the free kick. Moore tries to bring it down. Back in possession for Napa. Kimberly Garcia couldn't collect that one. Gets it back though. Skips around one defender. Can't beat the second. It was Ledesma over there. Now Moore around one. Ayla Moore holds it up, looking for a teammate. Gives it to Emma Scott. Turns it over though. And now Napa can come sprinting the other way. And another chance to maybe tie this game. Into the box. The shot comes in. It's blocked crucially. So a turnover in a tough spot for Iron Rose led to a huge counterattacking opportunity. But a big block potentially saves a goal. Now a shot comes in from the top of the box, and Porubsky watches it fly over the crossbar. Long ball looking for Moore. She runs onto it. Ayla Moore's been spectacular today. Moore into the box. The shot saved. The follow deflected. And it ends up in the back of the net. Ayla Moore doing it herself on the run out. Created a good first shot. It was parried, and then it was, frankly, a mishit second effort that just took a nasty deflection off a defender. But nevertheless, Iron Rose restores that 2-goal advantage. So it's Ayla Moore. She felt due for one, frankly. Has played really well in this game coming off the bench. Talked about the substitute disparity. Iron Rose has 5 players available. Napa not quite as many. They have rotated, try their best to rotate, but sometimes the super sub lives up to that tag, and Ayla Moore is doing that here tonight. Trying to get on the end of the through ball. She's just done a good job, too, of holding that high line at that central striker spot as Abby Lopez wins a free kick that Iron Rose can maybe send into the box. Going back to Moore, she's just done a good job of reading where that defensive line is for Napa and sort of towing it, timing her run to get behind those defenders. And that's created a couple of one-on-one chances for her. Then to have all that space down the left wing, it's tough to create angles sometimes when you cut inside from the wing and try and get a shot off. But with that much space, Moore was just able to get a clean one off. And it was a good save by Fenn, a save she should have made, and then just no real chance on the follow-up after it took a deflection. Was probably going on target, so Moore will claim the goal regardless. But that's a big one for Iron Rose. That one takes a deflection off the ref. I believe that is 2 now the ref's gotten involved in. So Napa will reset. Try and bring it forward quickly, and you'll see them start to commit more and more numbers forward. They're going to be vulnerable on the counter because of that, but it's the necessary practice as Iron Rose looks to hang on to the 3-1 advantage. These two teams in very similar spots in the table. Napa Valley is 1 spot ahead of Iron Rose in 6th. Iron Rose is in 7th place, but only 1 point behind, so they would flip-flop places in the league table. And while it might not be for a title, you know these players are thinking about that and want to at least help their teams finish as high as possible. So Iron Rose looking to jump up into that 6th place spot. Win would take them to 8 points. They'd have the potential to get 5th or even 4th, depending on results elsewhere, and then what happens in their final game. But the job is not done. Not nearly yet. And Coach Andrew Shutter will be communicating that message to his team as Iron Rose wins another free kick right on the 50-yard line of the West Park High School turf. Liz Ledesma's over this one. She'll send it from her center back spot, try and get it into the box. Both teams have created dangerous opportunities from set pieces this game. Ledesma, that one goes over the head. It's dangerous. It's saved by Fenn. Wow, this Napa goalkeeper, Liliana Fenn, she won't be happy about being down 3-1, conceding 3 goals, but she has had some outstanding saves today. That was a spectacularly taken free kick by Liz Ledesma. It got over the head of the Napa defenders, just completely misjudged. I didn't quite catch who it was, but it was latched onto by an Iron Rose attacker, and Fenn came out instinctually and got a hand to it, tipped it over. Corner hooks into the far post, though, and another opportunity. That one clangs off the woodwork of the goalpost. The football goalpost, I should say. But Fenn just got a hand to it and saved another goal. Really impressive stuff from her today on a few of these individual saves. As we take inside the final 15 minutes, that ball bounces, and I believe an offside call will be made here. Napa attacker was, I thought, although Iron Rose now putting it down for a free kick, so instead that was danger avoided. I thought potentially Garcia over there was offside. But Kimberly Garcia made a timely run in behind, nearly created a chance for her side. So we're within 15 minutes of regular time, probably some added time from the referee as well. Iron Rose have a throw trying to go forward. They're going to stay hungry and look for a 4th here. They get it near the top of the box. Played in low. Cleared away, but only as far as Lopez at the top of the box. Lopez looking for a shooting angle. Tries to clip it out wide toward Ayla Moore. Lexi Schroeder tried to get a foot to that one. It'll go out, but an Iron Rose throw yet again. You can book your next game with NSN for professional live streaming and full broadcast services. Let us bring your event to life with high-quality production and coverage. Scan the QR code or call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast today. Women's Premier Soccer League here on the National Soccer Network. Iron Rose with a 3-1 lead over Napa Valley FC. Kiana Fawcett is back into the game for Iron Rose off the bench. Chloe Van Winkle taking this throw. Flicked into the box. Volleyed nicely toward Lopez. Van Winkle again. Iron Rose trying to reload. Lopez cuts between a couple of defenders. Tries to roll it through. A chance for a fourth. And there it is. A well-taken goal. Really nice build-up. Lopez doing her job as that attacking midfielder. Rolled an easy pass. And a curling finish by Lexi Schroeder. Puts the host 4-1 up. So Schroeder, her first goal of the season. And Iron Rose, in their final home game, has made a statement here today. To go back to the top, this is a Napa team that has struggled all year long with conceding goals. But Iron Rose, on the opposite end of that, has not been a good team at putting balls in the back of the net. They have really struggled to score this season, had 4 goals coming into this game, and have now scored 4 here this evening, and they're looking for a 5th. Moore is breaking through. Flag stays down. It's Ayla Moore. It's saved by Fenn. Moore will let that roll out for a corner. And that just puts into context just Iron Rose. It's finally all coming together for them on the attack this game, and for Napa Valley, the struggles continue in defense with conceding goals. Just a really impressive showing. That was really nice build-up that time by Iron Rose, and they got it to their best creator in Abby Lopez, who was able to drift in between a couple of defenders and just roll an easy one to Schroeder, and no problem on the finish. Now they have a corner taken toward the far post, knotted down, and flicked out of play. We'll do it again from the other side. Lopez needs a ball to take the corner with, though. She'll take her time, an understandable spot given Iron Rose's lead, which at this point feels insurmountable. Napa created some really good chances, had all the momentum when they got that 1 goal back to start the second half, but Iron Rose restored their advantage, and now we're looking for more. That one steered out of play, not able to be put on target, so Napa escapes the danger that time. We'll get a goal kick, but that's another credit to Iron Rose tonight. You've seen in some other games where they lose out on some momentum. Ayla Moore is going to come off the goal scorer. You've seen in some other games them, Iron Rose, losing momentum. That's obviously so frustrating, can be demoralizing. Ariana Schulten's going to come in for more and go up front. But tonight has not been the same story. After letting Napa get back into the game, really, and create a bunch of scoring opportunities, Iron Rose got their first big chance of the game and have never really looked back since. They've played really good defensive pressure, as you can see here. They're just swarming, playing with really good shape, and not letting Napa have any opportunity to play out of trouble when they go short on these goal kicks. And they're able to win back possession quickly. That has defined this game for them. Could end up defining the finish to their season. They will play on the road to end the year. They face a San Francisco Nighthawks team, which has had its own struggles this year through 5 games. They're 1-3, currently 1 spot below Iron Rose in the table. So an opportunity to maybe end the season on 2 straight wins. Get yourself to 3 wins and 3 losses on the year. That'll certainly feel good if you're Iron Rose, but obviously they'll take it 1 game at a time, but they're going to see out these final 8 minutes plus whatever stoppage time we get. Napa wins it back here. Obviously, Ayla Moore and Lexi Schroeder got their first goals of the season. Both the goals in the second half today for Iron Rose, but in the first half, it was Abby Lopez and Ashley Cortez, 2 players who added a second to their tally. Lopez scored in that loss to the Fresno Freeze. Cortez got a goal in a game that ended up being a draw against San Francisco Elite. Lakely Perkins and Tiara Paquel have the other goals, the other 2 forwards for Iron Rose. So the front line doing their job, both starters and bench today. Free kick for Napa. Can they maybe make things a little bit interesting? Certainly adding, if you had a goal back here in the next minute or two, it can kind of spur you on. You see all sorts of situations when you're down 3 goals where if you get one, the other team just gets a little nervous in that next few moments after the kickoff, and you can add a second really quickly, and then all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game. It's obviously a long shot, but not impossible. Seen some wild comebacks in this sport. But Iron Rose trying to shut up shop. Free kick taken well, bounces into the box, but unable to get a foot around it, and it'll be into the arms of Shannon Porubsky. Point out another fun fact here with the Iron Rose goal scorers. It was Ashley Cortez who got the first in the 9th minute. She wears number 9. Abby Lopez got the second on the stroke of halftime. She wears number 10. Ayla Moore got the third in the 70th minute. She wears number 11. And it was Lexi Schroeder getting that 4th goal. She wears number 12. So in that order, 9, 10, 11, and 12, the jersey numbers of the Iron Rose goal scorers. Some nice symmetry, if you will, there for Iron Rose's 4 goals today. They win it back here. Can they maybe add a 5th in the closing moments? That ball too far for Schulten. Five minutes plus stoppage time to go. Schulten. Ball rolled forward. Can't run onto it though, Iron Rose, and it'll be a goal kick. Excuse me, it was actually poked out last by Napa Valley, so a late corner for Iron Rose. Abby Lopez will take her time to trot over and take it. Lopez, the in-swinger with the right foot. Drives it, goes over everybody. Goal kick with 4 minutes remaining. Mentioned that Iron Rose game to end the season. They'll face off against San Francisco Nighthawks. That will be Sunday, July 6th, 4 p.m. kickoff slated for that one. Napa will finish their season off against San Francisco Elite on the 7th of July. We'll look to bounce back from a road defeat. Ledesma will corral that one. No one forward on the end of that attempted long ball for Napa. Here is Ashley Cortez. Has 1 goal already. Wins it back, jockeying with Cameron Bubak there, the only goal scorer for Napa, and Bubak fouled her, so a free kick for Abby Lopez to step up and take. And in this moment of the game with a 4-1 lead in the final 3 minutes, I expect Lopez to be a little selfish here. There's 2 in the wall. It would be a spectacular free kick to score, but Lopez could certainly drive it from here. There is numbers gathered, 5 in the box for Iron Rose, 4 rather. 2 in the wall. Lopez hits. It's off the wall. Kind of drove it low. Might not have been the hit she was looking for. It's lofted back toward that 4 in the box, but cleared away. And the offside flag actually up anyway, so a free kick to Napa. They'll take it short and now racing forward, trying to get at least a consolation goal. Left wing. Well, takes a deflection and ends up benefiting Napa. They can roll one into the box. It's hooked clear, out for a throw. Over here is Alyssa Pringle. She throws it in an open teammate. Chance to put one on frame, maybe. Good clearance. Sliding challenge that time. It was Aaron Brown who was driving through. Actually, Ella Colombini who was driving at the top of the box looking for a shot. Into the final minute of regular time. We'll have some stoppage time as the ref blows up for a Napa free kick. Couple in the wall. Can the visitors add a late consolation prize? Over it is Betty. She's looking on some set pieces. Hits that one hard. It's toward the crossbar. Ends up hitting the American football crossbar just above the goal. Betty going for the spectacular there. Kind of similar to Lopez. I can't necessarily blame her. The game is won for Iron Rose. Why not try and score a screamer from a free kick? So we are into stoppage time. Obviously, the injury earlier might add on a couple of minutes, but we'll see how long the ref deems. So Iron Rose are going to improve to 2-2-3 on the season. Napa Valley will drop to 2-0-5. And the 2 teams will flip-flop places in the table as well. With Iron Rose going to 6th, Napa Valley will fall to 7th. In the NorCal Conference, Iron Rose in its 2nd season in the league as there's a sliding challenge. Not losing its chippiness this game despite the large margin of victory for Iron Rose. As a matter of fact, Ashley Cortez is going to go in the referee's book in the 90th minute. Gets a yellow card. Two teams will flip-flop places in the table, trying to end their season on the high note. Iron Rose is a good free kick into the box. It was brought down, and Perubsky called into action. She takes it off the feet. Can quite tell who got onto it, but a really good free kick again taken by Gianna Betty, who won't get any statistical contributions for her efforts tonight, but she has looked very strong taking the free kicks. But that will do it. The ref blows the full-time whistle. Iron Rose cruising to a 4-1 victory, doubling their total goals scored on the season in one game. It was Abby Lopez, Ashley Cortez, Ayla Moore, and Alexi Schroeder who did it. And Iron Rose wins their second game here in the NorCal Conference in the Women's Premier Soccer League. That'll do it for this presentation of the Women's Premier Soccer League here on the National Soccer Network. My name is Jack Knowlton. Your final, once again, Iron Rose 4, Napa Valley 1. We will see you next time.